Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Foundation. This is part 12. In the last part, we built this awesome tavern, bringing in plenty of money, and now we are able to have travelers come into the city, which is awesome. We still need to get the kitchen and a few other things up and running, but I'm very happy with how it looks. We also built this terrace, so that way everyone can sit down and dine and have a nice meal. Off camera, I built the city market because a few of the people were struggling to get their needs, so I just kind of had to do it. I did want to do it in the part, but yeah, had to be done. In this episode, we're going to be focusing on the monastery on this big hill here. I did build something small just to give us the upgradable clergy points to get some of the cooler buildings that we want to add. But with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and maybe even leave a comment with what you enjoyed so much or what your monastery looks like. But with that being said, thank you so much, and let's get right into it. Okay, so one of the first things I want to do, seeing as this is going to be such a big project, is I actually want to get some storage areas up here, and then make it so they can bring a lot of stone and polished stone over here, so it doesn't take them forever to build this stuff. So I'll get that, and I'll just build a little makeshift upgrade here for now, and we'll make that a very high priority. And we need more citizens. We are going through a bit of a population crisis since I moved a few things. A lot of people are leaving. In the last episode we had well over 200 people, and now we only have 177. So yeah, and we're still having people leave at an alarming rate. So it's not looking the best, in all honesty. But we got to focus on this monastery, and hopefully that brings the people back. So let's get to it. So if we go over to the monuments tab in the building and then go to monastery, we have all these sub buildings that we've unlocked. And what one do we want to start with first? Tricky. We want to have a grand entrance, right? We want to have a nice... I want to have it so eventually this will go away, and the path will keep on swerving up through the hills, and then you'll reach the door maybe about here or so. Be a nice big building, a big area out here for the monks to live and, you know, harvest the vegetables. It'll be fantastic. But now we don't want to start with the monk dorms. We want to start with, how about just the chapel? Chapel seems like a fine place to start with. Modest hall major. Yeah, I think that's what we want to go with. Like, that looks nice. That at the front. So pop that about there. And then maybe we can pop another one on the back. That makes it look a bit thinner, so we don't want to do that. Let me play around with this for a bit. Okay, so it says here that the building needs a bell tower. So I've gone over to the bell tower tab. We have a few cool ones. Like, this one looks epic, but you can't see the bell in it. So I want one that you can actually kind of see the bell in. Like, that's a nice one. If we can make that size up, make that go up like that, perhaps. That's okay. Maybe not so. Maybe something more like that. I need to play around with this a bit. Okay, so for now I've just kind of thrown this together. I mean, it looks okay. I'm not too happy with how these kind of like go up step by step, but I'm gonna have to try and make it work at the moment. I think it will start looking better once I add some more things to it. So for the chapel, I'm pretty happy with it just being that for now. So we'll go to a place where monastery occupants to meditate about their lives and what they wish to eat for dinner. These are the things that kind of add those cool little walkways around, and I want to do some of that. So what I'm going to do is, okay, that blocks that nicely. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. That was a bit freaking weird. So I can do that. Now, is that the same one as this, or is that a bit different? That's a bit different. Okay. And it looks better. So I'm going to pick that one instead. Now, it sticks out a bit. Bugger. There's always something, isn't it? Always something that doesn't go exactly to plan. Look. That's not too... It's not too much of a big deal, I don't think. I'm sure it will be fine. So we're going to have to place down a crap ton of these. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, so I've done that at the moment. So I've done that with basically just using this one here. And I used a corner one of the same style. And that one there. So that should be alright. It does say it needs to be in an enclosed area and have a hall. So we'll give it a little hall. Give it a little minor one. Doesn't need to be anything too big. How does that look on it? Once again, sometimes I don't like how all these buildings work together, especially when it comes to building on a hill. I wish there was a bit of a smoother way to make it all happen. Sometimes it seems a bit more tricky than you really want it to be. How about that? I can have that sticking out a bit. That's fine. I'll raise it a bit just so the windows aren't blocked. It also might make that roof not look so harsh on the rest of the structure. I'll add this. That looks pretty nice. Beautiful. So now that that is done, what do you mean? They have a hole. How is that not a hole? Isn't it? Yeah, that is a hall. Why aren't they happy with that? Maybe because it's not built yet. Oh well. And then it needs to be an enclosed area, which will happen once we build the rest of the structure. So the next thing we're going to add now is... What are we going to add? I reckon the next thing we're going to add is some dorms for our monks. Because they need somewhere to sleep, don't they? I'm going to use this one again. I'm going to pop it... Where should I put it? Maybe right in the corner here will be good. Kind of like there. I gotta be careful because I'm near the end of the territory. Actually, what would this... I can't even buy it. So, I guess that's the end of the map for us? Damn. Damn, that is an actual shame, that is. I was hoping that we could still kind of build on that. Oh well, we'll make it work. We always do, and we always will. So, what are we doing? Back to the monk dorms. Okay, that's what I have for the monk dorms. Another basic structure. In order to not make it so basic, we're going to add a nice little bell tower to it. In fact, we're going to get rid of that and add the bell tower there instead. Should I add another big crazy one? No, it's a bit much, I reckon. Stick it here. How's that height look? Bit higher. How's that? That's okay. Is there anywhere else it might look a bit better though? Here? No, that makes it look more like a freaking chimney. I mean, that looks okay. I think now it's a bit too high though. About that height I think would do. Yeah, that's good. Kind of liked where it was earlier though, so we'll see if we can attach it there. Yeah, I prefer that. Beautiful. So that's the monk dorms done. I am going to leave that as a bit of a gap and you'll see why soon. We're not going to add any nun dorms. We're not going to have any nuns just yet. Next up, we're going to add the mosaic. Sorry, not mosaic. The scriptatorium. So where they're gonna, I don't know, guess make books or something for us? I don't know. I'm not really planning on making much stuff. I just want to build a really freaking cool building. Oh, dude, this is going to be a bit tricky. We might have to move our whole structure forward a bit. Which, yeah, we might have to do. So if I pop it about a bit higher up, kind of like there. Maybe that would be a bit better. And then if I attach that there, move it. Where was it? It was kind of like, I'll pop it like that because we need more room than what I thought. So, whoops. Okay, bingo. Okay, so I changed it up again. Sorry about that, but I just really wasn't liking how I was making it work. So we've decided to kind of move this towards the back and then this as a bit of a border. Now I'm going to do the emissary office. And for that one, I'm going to pick, where is it? I think it's this one. And I'll pop it just about, gotta be careful because I got the whole bloody territory border to compete with. Maybe if I turn off building snapping, then I can be a bit more purposeful with it. Just tilt it a little bit, try and make it square up with it. There we go. And that, and if I raise it a bit, how does that look? A little strange. That's okay. Maybe lower it a bit. Just like that. And then we'll add a tower to it also. Maybe turn back on building snapping for this one. Maybe like that. Make that plunge through. I like that. That's good. Beautiful. Okay, emissary office done. Does that have a doorway? I guess it treats this as a doorway, which is a little odd. I'm going to give him his own doorway. He deserves it. He's going to be doing a lot of work for us, so... What kind of doorway, though? That one looks good. We'll do that. Now, for the treasury, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky and just, basically plonk down a bunch of treasuries over the top of this building here. And it will blend in exactly like that. And then we can hold a lot of money. Now, I know that's a little bit cheaty, but I'm doing that for one reason. That's because, as far as I'm aware, they used to keep a lot of treasure and, not too much treasure, but, you know, gold and valuables and jewelry in the chapel because it was like an offering. So it makes sense that the treasury would kind of be attached to it. So we're going to do that so it can hold 1,500 gold for us. That will be good. Okay, what's next on the agenda? Okay, now the dorms are the next thing I'm going to work on, and I kind of want them to have a little bit of a view overlooking the castle. So I'm going to grab their building, pop one there. Actually, no, because that has all the wooden beams, and I don't like that. We want to keep the stone look. How leveled are those? Nice. Pretty much completely leveled. And is that a good distance? Maybe a bit closer. About there. We want to give ourselves a bit more room just in case we need to add a few more things, because you just never know, don't you? We want to go back to this and add a few more to make sure we can reach the edge here. Then we'll just move that so it snaps onto it nicely. Bingo. Cool. And let's add some detail to this because that's looking pretty bland. Okay, so I like that. I added a couple of little these things on the side here to give it a bit of depth. I added a couple of these, which makes sense because it's on a hill, so it kind of would need some kind of like stilts to stop it from the structure from collapsing over time. Next thing we want to add is probably a chimney as well, just to finish off the whole look of it. How does that look? Looks fine by me. Lovely. Okay, so that is done. What is the next? So many sub-buildings, so many. But now we're going to start getting into the cool stuff. Oh, wait. We got one more. We got one more before we get into that. We got to build this one for pilgrims. So where are the pilgrims going to stay? They can stay near the chapel, I reckon. And how fancy do we want to make this building? Probably about the same amount as the monks' dorms. So add that. See if we can chuck another one on the back. I mean, even that looks alright, actually. Not too shabby. Let's see if we can... There we go. And we'll move that as a whole forward. Okay, add a door to it. Nothing too crazy. It is just for the pilgrims. Maybe add a little bit of height to it though, so we can get some more. We want a decent amount of pilgrims. Lower that by one. There we go. Beautiful. That gives us 14. That's not a crazy amount, but I don't know. Let's add this to the front. Give it that depth. That looks quite nice. Lower it a little. There we go. Add some more of these where necessary. See, it looks weird if I do that, but if I lower it, does that? Does it do the same there? It does too. Okay, we'll scrap those then. That's alright. That stuff happens. Okay, so that's all good now. The pilgrims will be happy. We can only house 14, but honestly, I don't mind too much. That's not a big deal to me. What do we need to go to next? We need to go to walls, and we do need to get a bit of a city wall going in between this. Oh, maybe the other way. Yeah, so the torches are on the outside. Because we don't want any gaps. We want this to be a secured building. So that should be fine. Just a little wall. What next? Okay, next cool thing we want to start adding is all the stuff to do with the food, which I personally do enjoy building. So we got a berry garden, a herb garden, a place to store all the resources. We got a place for our monks to eat. We got the vegetable garden. We got the kitchen. So yeah, we got quite a few things to build. We'll definitely get a berry garden up and running. That will be magnificent. Where should we pop it though? Should we pop it in here? Because the monks will have to work it, so it does make a bit of sense if that is the case. I would also like it to maybe come out here, down on this little bottom bit of the hill. Like this can be their little kind of farming work area. I don't know. See how that works. My god, I didn't even know that we were like 15 minutes, 16 minutes into the video. Jeez. Okay, well, with that being said, we need to just build all. We'll get that under construction. At least that will start that, because we gotta start building something. We got a bishop. The steward of the bishop is approaching my village. What does he want? Offering bread for your herbs and berries. So if I accumulate 100 berries and 50 herbs, he'll give me 80 bread. I don't have any bread, but I do have... No. I'm sorry. But we can make bread. And it's going to be a bit tricky for us to get herbs going when people are still leaving my village. I mean, look at all the houses that have downgraded. Basically, every single house in this area has downgraded because all the commoners keep on leaving. It's not good. Even this house over here is now downgrading. So, yeah, honestly, not great. Not a great situation. Transporters, we need to stock you up, and we need to make sure you guys have lots of stone here. Lots of stone, got some planks, bunch of tools, bunch of polished stone, of course. You probably need a bit of cloth for when we start decorating the place, and even more tools. And by them putting the stuff there, it'll make it so the builders don't have to travel as far. Speaking of builders, let me move a couple of the builders' huts, because there ain't no building going on over here. So come with me, guys. You can be right up here and help build the monastery. It's going to be beautiful. There's another one here. Grab them. Come on, you bastards. We need to get this done. We need to get it done snappy. So they're already taking a bunch of the resources to it, which is great. Yeah, beautiful. So that will get moving. Let's speed it up a little bit more. And seeing as now they're going to be taking supplies to the building, it would be a good time for me to, well, for one, get that iron ore deposit removed. And then also decide, how do I want this trail to go up? Because that is a big decision. And that is honestly probably the next thing we might actually need to work on. So if I pause it real quick and I just edit this, and then I can, let's just say, add a sub building, go to free build. I need to build a bit of an entranceway for this place. But where do we want that to be? So I want it so I like the curve that's going on here, so I want to keep that so it curves like that, can keep on curving to about here, and come back down the slope here, one more curve up, and then can curve down to the side, so maybe about here, just in front of where the pilgrims stay, more or less. That's what we'll do. So we have a city gateway or an elegant gateway. I mean, I think an elegant gateway would be a bit better, wouldn't you? Don't you think? So we'll place that down. We'll get the elegant fence going. And I'm just going to place this down temporarily just so we know where we want our entrance to be. So we want it about there, I'd say, kind of in line with this. Maybe even a bit further forward. Like this even. Now hopefully that still gives me enough room to do what I want to do with the path. And that shouldn't take too long for them to build. So I'll quickly make them build that. I'll make that actually a higher priority because it won't take a lot of tools. And now we have a goal, like an area where we can decide. So they're not going to be coming through here. They're not going to be coming through here. So let's just blank all this out and then we can start where we think it's going to be good. So let's go all the way down to where this curve is. I do like this curve. Oh, a lot of work. Okay, now that I have all of this area blocked, I can start now creating my path. So we'll keep the bend going through here like this. And we'll make it carve around. Like so. Down the hill, like we said. Lovely. Liking that. And then we'll carve it through here. And this is where we need to kind of repaint this area. There we go. Carve through here, carve back around, and then it'll carve up to our entrance. And there we go, just make that a bit wider for him. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And that should make everyone happy. And that is how you can kind of force where your villagers are going to go in order to create paths. If you ever get a bit like, oh, they're not, they're not using the roads that I've, walking the way I want them to, and they're forming all these ugly paths. Well, this is a way you can kind of try and get around it. Now, as you can see, she's going a very long way round. Now, to avoid that, I just make sure that they're not allowed to go through here. And that there's basically no other option other than to use the path. So I'm going to go right to the border. There we go. So they can't cross here. They can't cross here. They have to go through there. Now, it might be a bit tough because these buildings are in the way. But that's why we're going to get rid of them. I know. It's sad, but it has to happen. Has to happen. Adios. Holy shit. Look at our money. Why are we in the negative? What? When did that happen? I was not looking. I was not paying attention. Oh, shit. Well, that explains it. Refined food minus 20% happiness. No one has refined food. Why? We have the meat. It's because I got rid of the fucking market stall down here. And no one here is working to actually stock the bloody meat. Okay. That explains it. So let's employ some people down here at the markets. Oh my god, this is not good, guys. This is really not good. This was meant to be a chill episode where we build an awesome, church and an awesome monastery for our monks to live, to harvest berries and herbs in peace. And now we're basically being financially crippled. This is not good. Oh, and the taxes down here aren't even being collected. Well, that doesn't help. Jeez. Well, where's our tax collectors? Tax collectors? Oh, they've all left. They've all left. Ah, no. Oh my god. This is not good. A merchant is approaching the city, hopefully with a freaking bunch of rustic food. Or refined food, sorry. Oh, jeez. Oh my god, this is not good. This is really not good. I'm in panic mode. Okay, I don't know what to do. The housing requirements here are still not being met and they're just going to downgrade. So I need to just quickly make this area housing so people have somewhere to live. Just give them somewhere, anywhere to live. Anywhere where the work is. Oh, and hopefully this will make them closer to the market. It'll make them happy. It'll make people want to live here again. Oh, dude. Oh, jeez. This is not good. But hey, at least the elegant gateway's done and looking quite nice. And look, they're even starting to use the path that I made. Look how cool that is. Beautiful. Oh shit, we're nearly fucking minus 300 gold. Iron ore for the king. He'll give us money for it. Yeah, fuck it. Take our iron. Take it. Give us money. Oh, okay, we got some money. That's not going to last very long. It's already going down quite quickly. We need to be quick about this. How are we going to fix this? So they're all building new homes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 new homes. At least that's something, correct? Okay. Okay. So the people are complaining about refined food. So I'm going to have to move these hunting posts over here. Because look at all this game. Look at all this game that's over here. So we're going to move them there. And hopefully by doing that, it will allow them to hunt a lot closer to where the market is and where the people live, and therefore supply them with food. Now, I know the people down here are still not going to be happy, but I just need to honestly bite the bullet and try and develop the housing area down here a bit more, because otherwise the problem just ain't going to get any better. So I'm going to apply the changes for that. I'm going to apply the changes for this one too. And then hopefully they can get to that. Do I have the money? I don't even have the money to purchase the area where the food is. The situation's just going from bad to worse, guys. What if I look at my resources and see what we're selling? Okay, so let's stop selling meat. We don't need to sell that. We'll keep on selling the boars at the moment. Fish, no. Bread, stop selling that. We're not even making any, so we should even think about purchasing some. No. Let's stop purchasing cloth. We don't need to do that. Yeah, we can keep on selling our common wares, but let's sell it all the way down to 0, hey? Make some money. Cause we need to make something. We got herbs. Let's stop purchasing those. Jewelry. We're not even making any. Wood. Let's stop purchasing that. My god. Planks. Let's keep on selling our planks. We'll make some money through that. Coal, we'll sell that as well. We can sell polished stone, but we're using that at the moment. Tools, stop buying those. Gold sell, gems sell, gold bars sell. Yep, I'm happy with all of that. Sell the weapons, absolutely. Yeah, we'll be good with that for now. Hopefully that starts turning our money situation down around a little bit. Fingers crossed. But we've kind of stopped the bleed. We've stopped people really leaving, which is good. Now we just need to focus on the happiness factor. And being able to get more people back into our town so we can actually employ people in these jobs. But with an immigration of average, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Look how good this path is. Loving it. And they're building this slowly. God, it's going to take them a freaking long time. Okay, so after some messing around, I've managed to fix the money situation, more or less. I've also got... Oh, God, another person has left. Another housing requirement not met. Yeah, see, our village down here is falling apart. It's not going good. So, yeah, not good. But... when new people show up, I'm going to make them butchers, and I'm going to purchase this land and make it hunting. Make it so our hunters can finally get some more boars. Because we need it. We need the food. We have 0 meat at the moment, and I know that's because we don't have any butchers. Like at the moment when it comes to boars, we have 100. Like we're not doing too bad. But I just want to make sure. Anyway, what else can we do? A merchant is approaching. Alright, we'll see what he has to say. And we'll go from there, I guess. And we have another person. Beautiful. Okay, you are now a butcher. Congratulations for the promotion. Now get to work, you bastard. We have over 150 people. We have 184 people that need feeding. So you got your work cut out for you. So get to it. And merchant, please hurry up and show up. Okay, here he is. What do you want, mate? Wood for the bishop. Well, we do good on wood, so yes, we'll accept that. And we'll confirm that trade in the next episode. So guys, that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that we did not get more of this built, but I did not expect the financial crisis to hit us the way it did. So that really held us up. Plus all of these houses are, they're downgrading. So we just have quite a few problems going on at the moment in our city. But I appreciate you all bearing with me and sticking with me through it. Any advice you have down below in order to make, this transition towards down here more smoother, please let me know, because I'm clearly not doing the best with it. But thank you so much for the support anyway. Be sure to check out the next episode where hopefully we will finish more of this building along with increasing the density of the area down here and hopefully not hitting another financial crisis like we did this episode. But thank you so much for watching and be sure to check into the next part and I'll see you all next time. Adios.